Hey, how's it going, guys? Well, a few months back I finished refining my new day hike / 36-hour survival bag. This is a kit that I started over 5 years ago. I used to call it my EDC Survival Bag, and I used to keep it in my truck. It only weighed like 2¼ pounds, and it was great for those spontaneous hikes and like worst case scenarios. You may remember this bag from that video, and I'll put a link in the description down below. So after you watch this one, you can go back and watch the original. Well, this is my new bag, and it weighs in at just about 9 pounds. Now, there's definitely some added comfort to this bag. There's some new gear from your suggestions on that old video, and some gear that I replaced because it just wasn't working for me. But I'll open it up and we'll go through it. Let's start out with the pack itself. This is the REI Flash 18. I absolutely love this pack. Even though it's quite full, it has everything in it that I need for a day hike and some extras just in case if I had to spend the night out in the woods to make things a little less uncomfortable. On the outside here, I do have a little thermometer. It does have a compass and a little magnifier. I really like these. I have a couple of them. Let's get inside the pack here. Right at the top of the pack, I have some food. So I got a Cliff Bar in there, a Snickers bar, a little energy gel, but I also have 2 oatmeal packets, some ramen noodles, and a spoon. Always like having a snack when I'm out on the trail. Because this is a day hike bag, I've got a hammock. So a lot of times I like to set up a hammock, sit down and enjoy myself. I would not use this if I had to actually stay in the woods overnight, but I do have something in here that would help. In the very top zipper here, I have a small first aid kit. In this first aid kit, I got some bandages. There is some iodine wipes. I also have some toilet paper, Tylenol, and ibuprofen in here as well. Also at the very top, I do have a little bug net and some bug repellent. I also have some biodegradable wipes. I like keeping these in my day hike bag, and I use these when backpacking as well. I also have a little fire kit. In this fire kit, I do have some homemade fire starters, 2 wet fires, I have a 9-hour emergency candle, I have a couple of Esbit tablets, and I also have a Bic lighter. So this is new to the kit. This is a Mora knife. So I wanted to add a fixed blade knife to replace the folding knife that I had in my old kit. The nice one about this is that you also have a fire steel in here as well. This is a great knife, absolutely love it. I have a Sawyer Mini with the bag. So my last kit, I really didn't have a good way of purifying water. My idea was to boil it. This makes life a lot more simple. Just a small grocery bag, good for picking up trash and stuff like that. I've got a little notepad with a black Sharpie and a pen and a spare battery for my headlamp. So this is more for, taking notes, or say I have to leave a note, leave directions. In the past, I've been hiking and I've run into people that have gotten lost in a trail, and instead of telling them, I could write down some directions for them as well. Here I have a Esbit stove. So I don't use this a lot backpacking, but I figured, this would be good for like a day hike bag. So now I have a proper stove. Here I have some miscellaneous items. So I have a compass. I did take you guys' suggestions, and I got myself a bandana, brightly colored, good for filtering water if I had to. Also good for signaling, being that it's so bright. I also have a signal mirror. My little headlamp. I've had this thing forever. It still keeps working. There is a fresh battery in there, but I do have a backup battery as well. I have 25 feet of paracord. I did end up purchasing another Leatherman PS4 squirt. I keep one of these on my key ring, but this is a nice little tool just to have. So if I happen to not have my keys on me, I do have a small multi-tool here. And then I just have some duct tape rolled in on itself. I like to keep these in my bags. Water. So in my last bag, I didn't actually have water, but in this bag, I've got 1 liter of water. I also have a stainless steel cup for boiling the water. If I had to, cook up the soup, this would work out great. So I made some changes to my my little emergency tarp. I used to have a 5x7 tarp. So now I have a 5x7 tarp and a poncho. So this is a poncho that I've had probably, I don't know, I want to say I've had it for probably about 3 or 4 years. But you can also use this as a 5x7 tarp. So it's a multi-use item. In the back, I've got a sheet of Tyvek. This is great for using as ground cloth. And I have a Survive Outdoor Longer Escape Bivy. So now I have a better shelter than I had before. Before in my old kit, I just had a tarp, and now I have an actual bivy. I also have another 20 feet of utility cord. That's for setting up this poncho, as a tarp. And on this backpack, on the sternum strap, there's also a whistle. So what do you guys think? Definitely leave a comment down below and tell me what's in your day hike bag or your survival bag. My kit is constantly evolving, and this is just the latest rendition, and I always look forward to those comments. If you liked the video, remember to give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe. I release a video every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next one.